The meeting of two personalities is like the contact of two chemical substances. Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate. Knowing your own darkness is the best method for dealing with the darknesses of other people. I am not what happened to me. I am what I choose to become. There is no coming to consciousness without pain. The privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are. Your visions will become clear only when you can look into your own heart. People will do anything, no matter how absurd, to avoid facing their own souls. Loneliness does not come from having no people around you, but from being unable to communicate the things that seem important to you. Everything that irritates us about others can lead us to an understanding of ourselves. The shoe that fits one person pinches another. There is no recipe for living that suits all cases. To ask the right question is already half the solution of a problem. Who looks outside dreams. Who looks inside awakes. There's no coming to consciousness without pain. Your vision will become clear only when you can look into your own heart. A dream is a small hidden door in the deepest and most intimate sanctum of the soul. The debt we owe to the play of imagination is incalculable. In each of us there is another whom we do not know. Man needs difficulties. They are necessary for health. What you resist persists. You are what you do, not what you say you'll do. We cannot change anything until we accept it. The least of things with a meaning is worth more in life than the greatest of things without it. The most terrifying thing is to accept oneself completely. One does not become enlightened by imagining figures of light, but by making the darkness conscious. Thinking is difficult, that's why most people judge. I would rather be whole than good. The healthy man does not torture others. Generally, it is the tortured who turn into torturers. If one does not understand a person, one tends to regard him as a fool. The pendulum of the mind oscillates between sense and nonsense, not between right and wrong. A human being would certainly not grow to be 70 or 80 years old if this longevity had no meaning for the species. The creation of something new is not accomplished by the intellect but by the play instinct. The brighter the light, the darker the shadow. Everything that irritates us about others can lead us to a better understanding of ourselves. We are born at a given moment, in a given place, and, like vintage years of wine, we have the qualities of the year and of the season of which we are born. Synchronicity is an ever-present reality for those who have eyes to see. The greatest and most important problems of life are all fundamentally insoluble. They can never be solved but only outgrown. The most intense conflicts, if overcome, leave behind a sense of security and calm that is not easily disturbed. The first half of life is devoted to forming a healthy ego. The second half is going inward and letting go of it. An understanding heart is everything in a teacher and cannot be esteemed highly enough. The word happiness would lose its meaning if it were not balanced by sadness. We meet ourselves time and again in 1,000 disguises on the path of life. A scream is always just that, a noise and not music. All neurosis is a substitute for legitimate suffering. One looks back with appreciation to the brilliant teachers, but with gratitude to those who touched our human feelings. The right way to wholeness is made up of fateful detours and wrong turnings. The greater the contrast, the greater the potential. Great energy only comes from a correspondingly great tension of opposites. We cannot live the afternoon of life according to the program of life's morning. For what was great in the morning will be little at evening, and what in the morning was true, at evening will have become a lie.